It's Transformers time! Hello and welcome to a figure view of the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Onslaught. A little bit of a background to this. This one was gifted to me by my buddy Kim. Shoutouts to Transformers Luxembourg. I don't really collect any Transformers figures outside of the Masterpiece line, but fun fact, I saw this guy in stores and I was like, man, he looks really cool. A very nice detail and everything, and that's just the thing. Even though I don't collect them, I thought of picking this guy up, and now that I have him, I'm already looking at all the dudes you need to get Bruticus, and you know, it might happen. I'm not saying yet, I'm getting into it, but I'm tempted. But before we even go even further, let's have a look at Onslaught. I can already tell you one thing, I'm excited. Why? Because I'm always excited when I have something new, something fresh, something different in here. But let's stay on track and have a look at the size of Onslaught. He stands at 18.5 centimeters to the top of his head, which means he's a little shy of 7.5 inches. But if we're going up to the cannons, that's 20 centimeters. Really just like even a little bit over that, so a little over 8 inches tall. So he has some good size, I like it. The mold overall, now here's the thing, I looked up some pictures to really get a feel for how this guy looked in G1. He definitely has a G1 colors from what I can tell, with some, you know, little liberties here and there, a little bit more detail going on all throughout it. His head sculpt is also pretty much on par with what I've seen. I don't know what with the big shoulders. I haven't really seen a version that has this big shoulders, even with the IDW comics. But regardless, I like the design overall. There's also a surprisingly lot of detail. I didn't really expect that, especially in the chest. I see the light is reflecting off very much, but it's because it's a really nice and metallic gray with everything else has a flat color except for the head, which is also metallic. The head is more shiny. The chest plate is more shiny, the gray over here, with a flat green and the like a teal, kind of bluish green. I'm a little bit colorblind, so you gotta help me with these things. And once again, the metallic parts in the leg works for a very nice conversion. I'm always a huge fan of that, having like the flat color line. And this is a military vehicle, so you wouldn't have the super metallic, super bright, super shiny green. You would have a flat version of it, a flat coloring of that. And the wheels just come with a little bit of a darkish gray. It's not straight up black. I mean, overall it looks good. You have some purple also going on in there. Of course, the Decepticon logo. And I really want to zoom in once more on the head sculpt because I really like it actually. Really captured nice with the visor and everything going on there. Once again, a lot of detail, like all these little stripes going down there. Looks very cool. The only thing I don't like so far with the look-wise is the super plasticky looking backpack with the guns. Now I don't know if he's supposed to have a backpack like that in the, if he had one like that in the show. Of course, it is a big part of the transformation when he gets into like his bomber mode. Also, it has some parts in here from Bruticus, you can already see the head. So, necessary things that had to be done. I just don't like the coloring of this. It looks so super plasticky. I know it is plastic. That's supposed to be a robot. Now, another thing that to me is surprisingly well executed is the articulation. Because I mean, I'm looking at the Masterpiece, and then I'm looking at my really old. I have some really old Transformers figures which were very bad in the articulation part, but you remember those. And with this being in between, I'm really surprised at how much you get out of it. But let's go into it. First of all, you have the head on a swivel. You can bring it forward, but that's really more part of the transformation. And then they have the big shoulders on ratcheted hinges. Bring them up, and you can also bring them around. Like I said, it's ratcheted, so it's really good as far as stability goes. You have another swivel over here, and a hinge to bring up the bicep. And another one to bring up the forearm. Then at the back you can also bring this around back and forth, which is really just part of the transformation. You can bring out the guns if you want to. I mean, just peg them in there so you rotate them around. At the torso we have actually nothing going on. I expected, oh okay, it's connected over there. Never mind, there's nothing going on. The legs, once again, it's ratcheted up here, so it's very nice. in the stability, and you can also bring it up. You have a 5 swivel, then we have a hinge over here, and another one down there. So really, once again, the one in there is more part of the articulation, but you can bring up the legs all the way like that, and you have somewhat of a toe hinge with this transformation piece. Now, the only problem in the articulation is that he has zero thing to make up for the weight in his knees, basically. This is just, I mean, this needed something to peg in over here, or just make this ratcheted, because he just collapses onto that, which is sad because they made the ratchet over here, so that's cool, but he doesn't really support his weight on the knees and will just fall over. Alrighty then, let's transform him into vehicle mode. I will not show you the transformation on screen because I really have a hard time fumbling around here in front of the camera with the ring light and everything. I would just knock everything over. And by the way, I mean, the instructions are so super clear. Shout outs to the instructions, because what I love about this, I'm really dense. I'm stupid, alright? I'm not good at transforming stuff. And they have my back, because it's very nicely done from robot mode into vehicle mode, but also from vehicle mode back into robot mode. They don't do that with the masterpieces, and I'm really thankful for that. And of course, at the back of the instructions, we have the Onslaught into Bruticus part transformation, which I will not do. I mean, I will do that once if I get the rest of the set. I mean, right now, it's looking pretty good. But anyway, vehicle mode. And here we got the missile truck. What did I say before? Bomber? Yeah, I have no clue about these military things. Let's have a look at the length of the missile truck. He's a little over 20 centimeters from top to back, so 8 inches, a little over it. My rule only goes to 20, but as you can tell, there wasn't really that much left. Now I have this flipped up over here. This is supposed to go down from what I understand, but I just want to show you, you can rotate these around. It gets blocked over here, but you know, you have a little bit of range with that. You can play around with that. And it basically locks into place once you get those down, because those are very stiff also. And you can have them straight or just, you know, locked in a little bit over here. I like that, so it stays straight. And of course the cannons still move up and down with the rest of it, which you can slide it forward, and it's kind of, it doesn't lock in, but it's connected to that. So no flimsy parts. That's the most important fact to me. I like when everybody stays in place. Transformation was very easy, very well explained. Thank you, shoutouts to the instructions for a pleb like me to do a transformation. I didn't have any trouble with it. Overall, the missile truck looks very nice still. There's a lot of detail. You have a little door over here and some sort of windows, probably for like the command station. Of course, you have a big hole over here. That's not so cool, but what are you gonna do? I mean, you might be able to cover that up with stickers or something. I think the sticker age is over. That was more of the 90s, 80s when we always got stickers and stuff. I miss those times, guys. You have the nice Decepticon logo over here. Wheels actually also look very good. The overall looks very good, except for the fist sticking out over here. That's, you know, meh. Could have done something to push those in. It's not, I mean, you know, he packs more of a punch now. Oh, God. But overall, I'm satisfied. He also rolls. And it's something unique, it's something different, some military vehicle that you don't see every day, so thumbs up to that. And at my little Decepticons, it's gonna bring us to the final thoughts. I don't know why I call him my little Decepticons, I'm sorry about that. Final thoughts of this guy. First of all, the bat. I'm a little bit annoyed by the backpack he has over here, also because it doesn't lock in anywhere. You would have some opportunity to do something over there, but it's not really connecting. I mean, it's something that can be overlooked because I'm always like, it is a backpack, and I don't pose them like that, I pose them like that. So most of the time I will not see it. What does factor in a little bit more for me is just the wobbly knees, which is just sad. I think it's like, you have all this ratchet stuff going up here, and that's great, and then you just like make wobbly knees like that. I don't get it. He has great articulation except for that thing, and that's holding him back. He seems a little bit more stable with these things. I didn't have those out before. I just noticed during the transformation they were popped in. You pop those out and he has a bit more stability and he can carry himself a little bit better. Anyhow, the good parts. I really love the mode, the paint job, the articulation except for the knees. And the transformation is easy, it's clean, it's proper. I mean, the only thing that really sticks out in in vehicle mode are the fists. But everything else, it just looks very clean. I mean, you could have had a panel over here that's whatever. That's a nitpick. And overall, what I'm trying to get at, I do recommend this figure, and I'm probably gonna look into getting Bruticus, getting the rest of the Combaticons together to, you know, have my first little Transformer combiner. And he also comes with a card, which I didn't mention, but here it is. An Onslaught card. Another big thank you to Kim from Transformers Luxembourg for hooking me up with this guy. Real appreciate it, buddy. And to everybody else, as usual, thank you guys for watching. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like. And maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Onslaught wants.